Welcome to all the devotees for our weekly Bhakti Vaibhav class. So, in the last 2 weeks, we have been discussing about the descendants of Daksha Prajapati being requested by Lord Brahma during the second half of Chaksha Manvantara. Because of a sudden deluge, the 10 lokas, Bhuloka, Bhurloka, Svargaloka, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, and Patala were all completely destroyed. So Daksha, who was performing tapasya from Swayambhu Manvantara period onwards, Brahma told, I'll give you your position back. Now you are Prajapati. Please beget children. So Daksha was trying to do through mystic potency. Nothing was happening much. Then he went to Vindhya mountains, performed austerities. Please, Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu told, you marry so and so girl, through her you can beget as many children as you want. So initially begot 10,000 children. Narada Muni told that these people are qualified to go back home back to Godhead. Why they have to get into household order and then take more time. Then Daksha begot 1,000 Savalashvas. Again he told the younger brother supposed to follow in the footsteps of elder brother. Then Narada Muni thought that let me deliver Daksha also. He went to Daksha. Daksha cursed Narada Muni. He was still angry, so he went away. Then Brahma came and told Daksha, so my dear son, don't beget sons, now beget daughters. Through the daughters also you can do the needful. So he begot 60 daughters. Out of 60, 10 were given in marriage to Dharmaraj, 27 were given in marriage to Moon God, 6 were given in marriage to different sages, and 17 daughters were given in marriage to Kashyapa. So out of 17 daughters, the many daughters and their children are mentioned, and the last two daughters, Aditi and Diti. Diti's children will be explained later in the 18th chapter, but as of now, Aditi's children are being explained. Aditi had 12 sons. Out of 12, the fourth one was Swashta. Swashta had two children, Vishwarupa and Sannivesha. And at one point of time, Vishwarupa was accepted by the devatas as their guru. So then the question comes, why? The devatas guru was Brihaspati. Why did Brihaspati leave devatas and then devatas are supposed to accept Vishwarupa as their guru? Then all the story was explained. So Vishwarupa became their guru, and then he gave Narayana Kavach to our Indra. Indra defeated the Devata asuras, and he became king. Then he sat on the throne. Everything is fine. But Vishwarupa's mother is from the asuras lineage. Since he had affection towards asuras also, secretly was offering oblations to asuras. When Indra understood this, Indra thought that this will be a great problem for the future. Currently, it may be a small thing, but eventually, when asuras become powerful, they can anytime defeat the devatas. So then Indra cut off the head of Vishwarupa. So Brahma Hatya. He went through reaction for 1 year, then he distributed the remaining reactions to different people. Then he continued as Indra. In the meantime, Vishwarupa's father Twasta, understanding everything, he became very angry with Indra. He wanted to create a son from the fire Yajna who can kill Indra. He made a mistake, but still the son was born with a lot of power. So as soon as he came, Asuras became rejuvenated and they all waged war against Devatas, and Devatas were lost all the hopes and they are running here and there for their life. Finally, unnoticed by they came to on the western bank of the ocean, and then they began to worship Lord Vishnu, and they offered some prayers seeking the mercy of Lord Vishnu. Then Lord Vishnu appeared. Since Lord Vishnu appeared, they offered again some more prayers, glorifying Lord Vishnu's wonderful attributes, qualities, and activities. So, in that section, we have been continued up to text number 39, and today we'll continue from text number 40. 40 to 45, these are the prayers. Afterwards, Lord Vishnu will bless Indra, saying something that I will be there with you, don't worry, you go ahead with the fighting. So, we'll see today what is that. So, someone please read the translation for text number 40.
O Lord, O personified three worlds, Father of the three worlds, O strength of the three worlds, in the form of the Vaman incarnation, O three-eyed form of Narsingadev, O most beautiful person within the three worlds, everything and everyone, including human beings and even the Daitya demons and the Danavas, is but an expansion of your energy. O supremely powerful one, you have always appeared in your forms as the various incarnations to punish the demons as soon as they become very powerful. You appear as Lord Vamandev, Lord Ram, and Lord Krishna. You appear sometimes as an animal like Lord Boar, sometimes a mixed incarnation like Lord Narsimhadev and Lord Hayagri, and sometimes an aquatic like Lord Fish and Lord Tortoise. Assuming such various forms, you have always punished the demons and Danavas. We therefore pray that your Lordship appear today as another incarnation, if you so desire, to kill the great demon Vritrasur.
So here the devatas are comparing the Lord as Trivikrama. As Trivikrama, he had occupied the entire universe in 3 steps. Now there is another Trivikrama, Uttarasura, who is also occupying the entire universe. So one Trivikrama can tackle with another Trivikrama. So with that intention, they are talking this verse. O Lord, who has the three worlds as his house. O Trivikrama, O subduer of the three worlds. O Lord, who is perceived as most attractive in three worlds. So Lord is Trivikrama. He is occupying the entire universe in 3 steps, but he was attractive to everyone. And Rudrasura is also Trivikrama. He was not attractive to everyone. He was causing fear to everyone. That is one difference. Though the demons are also your vibhutis, you should consider that now is not the time for their activities. So just like in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says that um, Adityanam um, Aham Upendra, and then it's like that. Different vibhutis are being mentioned. So like that, even asuras also possess lot of power, lot of intelligence. That power and intelligence of the asuras is also Lord's vibhuti. Kavinam Ushana Kavi. So Shukracharya is the guru of the asuras, and he is very intelligent person. Kavi means the intelligent people. That intelligence is Lord's vibhuti. Asuras are also powerful. That power is Lord's vibhuti. But right now it is not the time for the asuras. So according to seventh canto, it will be explained that whichever mode is prominent, the Supreme Lord, who is the maintainer of the entire universe, will support the people who are in that mode. When the mode of passion and mode of ignorance are more prominent, Lord will obviously support the asuras and rakshasas. They will be in power during those times. When mode of goodness is in prominence, then only the devatas will be in power. So Lord, being the maintainer of the entire universe, being a neutral party, supposed to do like that. That is a system he himself has established. And devatas tell him that, my dear Lord, this is not the time of ignorance. This is the time of goodness. So devatas are supposed to be in power. So you cannot empower the asuras to rule. So please do something in that way. Though the demons are also your vibhutis, you should consider that now is not the time for their activities. Just as you dispensed punishment for offenses by taking the form of devatas, the forms of devatas, men, animals, mixed forms, and aquatics by your special energy. Similarly, kill the son of Swasta now, if you think it fit. So previously, whenever it was not the time for asuras, but asuras came to power, you took various avatars in various species and destroyed the asuras. Same way now also, there is another Vikrama. Please do the needful. Like that, they are requesting the Lord. Among your devotees, we are very low since we have material desires. Indicating this, they make their request. So they are They are seeing the Lord and they are asking that, my dear Lord, please kill this demon. But he may say, hey, what is this? Lord is there in front of you. You should ask for more service. Why are you asking Lord to serve you? And yes, what can be done? That is our need of the hour. And we are not like highly elevated devotees who can ask only for service. So we only ask for solving the problems. What can be done? So like that they are saying. You have three worlds as your house. You are devotees, the devatas and humans living there. What are the three houses? Uh, Upper planetary systems, lower planetary system, middle planetary systems, in which the devatas and the human beings are living. So they are all your devotees living there, serving you. But this house has been attacked by the demons now. Now the universe is attacked by the demons. You subdue the three worlds by three strides. With your three steps, you have occupied the three worlds. So now another one is occupying the three worlds. Please do something. As Vamana, you accepted the three worlds by three steps and bringing Bali near. You gave the three worlds to us. Please kill the demons and let the people of the three worlds see your attractive form. Previously, when Bali Maharaj took over the entire universe, you appeared as Vamana and took away everything from him and gave it to Devatas. Similarly, now also, please take away from Uttarasura and give it to Devatas. So, if you take one avatara now, everyone by having darshan of your new avatara will be blessed. So like that. You worship me, Lord is saying that. You worship me to inflict violence on others. Hey, you are asking me to kill somebody else? Though Devatas are responding, though they are your vibhutis, you should consider that now is not the time for their activities. Thus, we make our request. O Punisher, just as previously you dispensed punishment, now also the time has come. Previously, you told Bali, my dear Bali, this is not your time, this is Purandara's time. Next Manvantara will be yours, then you become Indra. Till then, you please stay in Sutaraloka. That you told that. Same way, now also please do something in relation to Urtrasura. So, like that, they are requesting. So, that is about 40th verse. They made the request. And still, they further glorify Lord's wonderful qualities in the next verses. So, like that. Someone can read the translation. Yes,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Ah.
Ravi, it's on what basis the time for particular mode is decided? Like here, the devatas are referring na, that this is the time for goodness, or another is the time for mode of action, or like that. So because devatas are saying it is not only in the where the human beings are staying, it is in the upper planetary system
See,
also.
in general, all over the universe, the cumulative effect of all the living entities in whichever mode they are. So, in that way, we have to take it. Overall.
Okay, like means overall there is at particular time the mode of goodness more prevalent, or at times there is
Yes,
big
yes,
one.
yes. See, we may contribute less, but some people can contribute more. For example, I gave this example also previously. Like Hiranyakashipu was there. Hiranyakashipu performed so much severe tapasya. One person, but severe tapasya. As a result of that tapasya, what happened? The entire universe became topsy-turvy. So he made goodness into ignorance or passion, we can say. He transformed. One person only can transform the mode of the entire universe also, according to his power.
Okay. Same
So,
with Dhruva also, na, when Dhruva was performing
ah,
tapasya, the
hmm.
entire universe suffocation.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So this means that this cumulative mode prevailing all over, does it have any connection with the yuga which is going on, like Kali Yuga or
That is
Dwapar?
Kali Yuga. See, when you say Yuga means already by default it is there. But in that, everyone is contributing to that. It becomes more and more. For example, Kali Yuga, Tamagun Pradhana. But in that Kali Yuga also, as time progresses, people become more and more Tamaguni. Then overall Tamaguna will increase like thousandfold. Though Kali Yuga is Tamaguna, but people are in sattvic nature. So they try to counteract the outside Tamaguna by their in the inner Sattva guna, so that there is a balance, like that we can say.
I mean, the intensity of the tamoguna will not be that high in the
Ah,
beginning of the yoga.
yes, yes, yes,
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
correction.
Read 41.
Please.
O Supreme Protector, O Grandfather, O Supreme Pure, O Lord, we are all surrendered souls at your lotus feet. Indeed, our minds are bound to your lotus feet in meditation by chains of love. Now, please manifest your incarnation. Accepting us as your own eternal servants and devotees, be pleased with us and sympathetic towards us. By your love-filled glance, with its cool and pleasing smile of sympathy, and by the sweet nectarian words emanating from your beautiful face, free us from the anxiety caused by this Vajrasura, who always pains the course of our hearts.
Oh Father of our Father. The Devatas are saying that you are our Father. The Devata's father is Kashyapa, Kashyapa's father is Marichi, Marichi's father is Brahma, Brahma's father is Vishnu. So like that. O Supreme Lord, you should relieve the pain in our hearts by a drop of sweet, juicy nectar flowing from your mouth, by your compassionate, smiling glance, which is soothing, pure, and pleasing, and by manifesting your form to those who identify with you, whose hearts are bound by chains of meditation to your lotus feet, who belong to you and who are surrendered to you. Basically, they are saying that, my dear Lord, please speak some words of solace, some words of assurance, some words of protection. That is what we want from you. That's what they are asking now. Having prayed the Lord, they pray for soothing sweet words and a glance of mercy. O grandfather, we have chains in your hearts, bound by meditation to your lotus feet. We cannot withdraw the bees of our minds from your lotus feet. So like that. Relieve our pain by manifesting your form. Please appear in one of the avatars and do the needful. And by a drop of nectar in the form of your pleasing words, flowing like sweet juice from your mouth. We are eagerly looking for your voice. We want your pleasing words, compassionate words, and kind words, as well as the next one is compassionate glance. So like that. So they are requesting Lord, please say a few words of compassion, say a few words of mercy. Like that. Next verse.
O Lord, as the small sparks of a fire cannot possibly perform the actions of the whole fire, we sparks of your Lordship cannot inform you of the necessities of our lives. You are the complete whole. Therefore, of what do we need to inform you? You know everything because you are the original cause of the cosmic manifestation, the maintainer and the annihilator of the entire universal creation. You always engage in your pastimes with your spiritual and material energies, for you are the controller of all these varied energies. You exist within all living entities, within the cosmic manifestation, and also beyond them. You exist internally as Parabrahman and externally as the ingredients of the material creation. Therefore, although manifested in various stages at different times and places and in various bodies, you, the personality of Godhead, are the original cause of all causes. Indeed, you are the original element. You are the witness of all activities. But because you are as great as the sky, you are never touched by any of them. You are the witness of everything as Parabrahman and Paramatma. O Supreme Personality of Godhead, nothing is unknown to you.
Here they say that, O Lord, what can we, who are like sparks emanating from a fire, inform particularly to you? You are like the fire, we are like the sparks. We are all connected to you only. What is there for us to tell you? You know everything, you are Paramatma. Who play with your Maya to create, maintain, and destroy the universe. who are realized in the hearts as the Antaryami and Brahman, and are realized externally as matter according to place, time, and bodily condition, who are realized as the cause of all beings and the cause of their awareness, who are the witness of all intelligence, with a body uncontaminated by matter like ether, and who are the source of Brahman and Paramatma. So, my dear Lord, you are the source of us. We are like fire, we are like sparks, and you are the source of the material universe, which is like the smoke all around the fire, made up of 24 material elements. And you are everything, and you are also Paramatma. You are realized by Brahman by some, you are realized by Paramatma by some, you are realized by Bhagavan by some, and you know everything about us. What is there for us to specially tell you? You know everything about everyone, but still we need to pray for our need. So we say this. So like that. They already told what to do, what they are expecting from Lord, and now they are saying that, my dear Lord, though we are saying that, but you know everything, but still we are saying because we are in need of that. So like that. What particular object must be made known to you? You are known in the heart as the Antaryami, Pratyagatma, and externally as matter in the form of the senses and other things, according to particular place, time, and bodily conditions, and the cause of all the beings, such as devatas, and the cause of their perceptions. Upalabhya kataya. So, like that. The Lord knows everything. Lord is the source of the living entities. Lord is the source of the material world consisting of 24 elements in that way. We are like sparks coming from the fire. You, my dear Lord. Your body is like ether, which is uncontaminated by material elements. We have five material elements: earth, water, fire, and ether. Among these five, other four are said to be contaminated by so many things. But only ether cannot be contaminated by, at least as of now, our worldly experience, the ether cannot be contaminated. So, but other elements can be contaminated easily. The earthly element, water element, fire element, air element can be completely contaminated. Only ether element can remain intact. Of course, within the ether, we may say air is there, that air is contaminated, but ether itself cannot be contaminated. Ether itself means vacuum. So, who can contaminate vacuum? Who can contaminate the space? So, that cannot be. But within the space, whatever is there, that can be contaminated. So, like that, they are saying. So, they say that everything you know, you are the pure transcendental, you are in pure transcendental existence, you are Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. So, you are the source of living entities, you are the source of the material world. Like that. So, next verse.
Dear Lord, you are omniscient, and therefore you know very well why we have taken shelter at your lotus feet, which provide shade that gives relief from all material disturbances. Since you are the supreme spiritual master and you know everything, we have sought shelter of your lotus feet for instruction. Please give us relief by counteracting our present distress. Your lotus feet are the only shelter for a fully surrendered devotee and are the only means for subduing all the tribulations of this material world.
Since you are omniscient, please fulfill the purpose for which we have approached the shade of lotus feet of you, the Supreme Guru. Those feet relieve the fatigue of various afflictions of samsara for your devotees. Since you are omniscient, you naturally know why we have approached your lotus feet. Those feet give, because those feet give relief from fatigue to the devotees who have surrendered to you. We know that your lotus feet are Sharanada, shelter giving. That's why we have surrendered to your lotus feet. So, like that. So, these are some of the prayers, and last two prayers, these are in poetry. So, we can repeat, but some of you can repeat after me. Ato Isha Jahitwastram
अथो ईशा जहि त्वाष्ट्रम्
Grasantam Bhuvanatrayam
ग्रसन्तं भुवनत्रयम्
grastani yena Krishna
Grastani yena Krishna
tejamsi asrayudhani cha.
Tejamsi Astra Yudhani Cha. Therefore, O Lord, O Supreme Controller, O Lord Krishna, please annihilate this dangerous demon Vritrasu, Twashta's son, who has already swallowed all our weapons, our paraphernalia for fighting, and our strength and influence.
So devatas are finally saying that, "O Lord, O Krishna, please annihilate this arrogant, dangerous demon Utrasura, who has swallowed the three worlds. He has destroyed all our weapons and our strength." So whatever weapons they had, maybe bow arrows, sword, bala, mace, everything, along with the chariots. Now devatas don't have anything to fight with, and they say that very soon he will be swallowing us also. Before that, please protect the universe. He is about to swallow the three planetary systems, Bhuloka, Borloka, Sargaloka. Before that can happen, please do something. Like that they are saying. Sometimes the Lord awards bhakti because of the excellent portrayal of pure bhakti in the verses of praise. If that happens to us, trembling with tears of prema, we will wander about the earth, indifferent to the happiness of Swarga. Our enemies will then enter into Amaravati. The Devatas are saying that, my dear Lord, apparently our prayers seems to be the pure devotional prayers. Okay. Thinking like that, if you award us pure bhakti, then being what I can say, being maddened by that pure loving devotional sentiments, we will wander on the streets of the universe, being indifferent to the material existence. That may be good for us, but that will not be good for the entire universe. If we all do that, by being endowed with that pure devotional loving sentiments, the asuras will rule over the entire universe. The rest of the universe will be a danger. Rest of the universe will be in the hands of the asuras. For their safety, please don't give us pure devotional sentiments. Instead, give us the Swarga, so that we will take care of the entire universe. So, like that, they are saying. Fearing this, the Devatas clearly express their desire without hiding anything. So, they say that there are two things will happen. If you show over compassion upon us, we become pure devotees, we become maddened by this, and we become Goswamis. If you don't do anything, Utrasura will swallow us. But we don't want neither. We want something in between for the well being of the entire universe, for the greater good of the entire universe. Like that, they are saying.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, should this be understood that this prayer is at much higher level than those who aspire for or who pray for the pure devotion or prema bhakti, because they are rejecting prema bhakti for maintaining the law and order
No, we
in the
cannot say
world.
higher level and all. This is practical level because they are already in some position. So it is natural for a person to want to continue the seva in the same role. For someone who is already coming new, so he can aspire for something. He can, according to his one's mood, one's constitutional position, one can aspire for greater or medium or lesser, whatever one likes.
Okay. I thought
And
because
for
of
devatas, this is also service, na?
yeah, that's what, and for that they are rejecting the
Mm.
prema bhakti and means wanting the material thing only for that.
Yes, yes, yes.
That is okay. Thank you.
We cannot say higher or lower. We can say this is practical. They are like seeing the scenario around. So
Okay,
they
what
are
is the
trying
need
to
of the world? Like
need
that.
of the hour. Yes.
Thank you.
हंसाय धरणिलयाय निरीक्षकाय
Hamsaya Jaya Nilayaya Nirikshakaya
कृष्णाय मृष्टयशसे निरुपक्रमाय
Krishnaya तुष्टयसे निरुपक्रमाय
तत्सङ्ग्रहाय भवपान्त निजाश्रमाप्ताओ
तत्सङ्ग्रहाय भवपान्त निजाश्रमाप्ता
अन्ते परिष्टगतये हरये नमस्ते।
अन्ते परिष्टगतये हरये नमस्ते. O Lord, O Supreme Pure, you live within the core of everyone's heart and observe all the desires and activities of the conditioned soul. O Supreme Personality of Godhead, known as Lord Krishna, your reputation is bright and illuminating. You have no beginning, for you are the beginning of everything. This is understood by pure devotees because you are easily accessible to the pure and truthful. When the conditioned souls are liberated and sheltered at your lotus feet, after roving throughout the material world for many millions of years, they attain the highest success of life. Therefore, O Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, we offer our respectful obeisances at your lotus feet.
We offer respects to the swan-like Lord who extracts the essence, whose abode is the lake in the heart, who sees all our desires there, who has framed fame for delivering us, who does so without effort, who accepts devotees only, who enables those treading the path of samsara to attain eternal bliss, and who, at the end of samsara, awards all desired goals. So here they are comparing the Lord to Hamsa and their heart to be a lake, and Lord is to be Hamsa as Paramatma, the heart to be lake. That comparison. We are all at your feet. Quickly kill him. The devatas pray to the form of Lord Krishna out of confusion. The swan considers what is valuable and what is not, and extracts what is valuable. You reside in the lake within our hearts and can see the desire present in our hearts. So though externally we are saying that, so my dear Lord, please kill Vrtrasura, but you're already there within our core of the heart, the lake of our heart as Paramatma. You know why we are asking this. If there are some selfish motives are there, that also you know. If there are some selfless motives are there, that also you know. Whatever is. Externally we may say nice, kind, good words. Seems to be very selfless and very service oriented. Internally there may be some selfish motive also that you know. We cannot cheat you. So like that they are openly saying that. The world sing your spotless fame of delivering us from great danger. The world knows that whenever there is danger, the Supreme Lord will come and protect the surrendered soul. Everyone is glorifying about your this quality. Whoever surrenders to you, you will deliver them. So now we are surrendering to you. We may have personal motives, but whatever it is, we have surrendered to you, and you are known to be delivering the surrendered souls. That's why we came to you. You can accomplish what we request without effort. You accept devotees even if it takes effort, but you accept nothing else. Namo akinchana vittaya. Obeisances are unto you who are the property of the materially impoverished. My dear Lord, akinchana vittaya, we know two things. You accept your devotees, not devotees. Whoever comes to you, you will help them. If devotees comes to you, even the activity involved in lot of effort, still you does it because that is for your devotees. You like to solve the problems of your devotees. So we know this. The entire world talks about this. You cause the attainment of the shelter for the jivas. You are the bliss for the jivas on the path of samsara after they cross ignorance. Even though they are devoid of pure bhakti like us. You are the bliss for the jivas on the path of samsara after they cross ignorance. Everyone in this world, as long as in ignorance, they may be away from you. But when a person realizes that you are one's master and object of service, then everyone will be in completely bliss. Even though the conditioned souls in this material world are devoid of pure bhakti, we all may be mixed bhaktas, but still everyone understands that you are the source of one's happiness. That everyone knows. Only in ignorance one does not know, but when they come out of the ignorance, everyone will know that. You avoid desired goals in all ways, such as Sayujya, Salokya, Dasya Prema. So when devotees like mixed bhaktas surrender to you, you obviously avoid them if they want Sayujya, Salokya, Sarishti, Shantarati, and Dasyarati. So beyond that, one need to have more qualification. But even a mixed bhakta comes to you, all the way up to Dasya Prema, they can get it from you. So like that. Beyond Dasya, that is Sakya, Vasalya, Madhurya, one need to have special qualification for that. So with this, the devatas are completing their prayers, saying that, my dear Lord, you are well known all over the universe, like you are compassionate to the surrendered souls. If they are devotees, you can go to any extent to protect them. We can't claim that we are pure devotees, but we are some devotee Abbas. So please do the needful. So like that they are saying. So now the rest of the chapter, Lord will respond. Sri Shuka Uvacha
Shri Shuka Uvacha.
Ataivam Edito Rajan. Like a Mataji, you can repeat.
Hare Krishna. Ateva idito rajan
Sadaram Tridashair Hari
sadaram tridashir hari
Svam Upasthanam Akarnya
swam upasthanam akarnya
Prahatan Abhinandita.
prahatan abhinanditaha. Sri Sukadeva Goswami continued, O King Parikshit, when the demigods offered the Lord their sincere prayers in this way, the Lord listened by his causeless mercy. Being pleased, he then replied to the demigods.
O King Parikshit, being worshipped by the devatas, the Lord, joyful after listening to their prayers, replied to the devatas. Now Lord will respond. Initially he will scold, then he will give a solution. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha
Shri Bhagwan Uvacha.
Pritoham Vasurasreshta
Pritoham Vasurashreshtham.
Mad Upasthana Vidyaya
Mad Upasthana Vidyayam.
Atmaishwarya Smriti Pumsham
Atmaishwarya Smriti Pumsam.
Bhaktis Chaivaya Yamayi.
Bhaktis Chaiva Yayamayi. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O beloved demigods, you have offered your prayers to me with great knowledge, and I am certainly most pleased with you. A person is liberated by such knowledge, and thus he remembers my exalted position, which is above the conditions of material life. Such a devotee is fully purified by offering prayers in full knowledge. This is the source of devotional service to me.
O best of the devatas, I am pleased with the knowledge contained in your prayers, by which men can remember my glories and develop bhakti to me. So Lord is saying that I am very much pleased with your prayers. I am pleased with the knowledge in your prayers to me. Those who praise me by those prayers will remember my glories. Your prayers are full of my transcendental attributes, my glories. The prayers glorified the Lord by saying that the Lord is without gunas. The Lord creates, maintains, and destroys the universe endowed with the gunas while not transforming himself. Sambandha Jnana is very nicely established in the prayers of the devatas. So, like that. Whoever repeats the prayers of devatas, they will understand the Lord's transcendental knowledge. Like that. Lord is saying. Then, Lord continues further. Kim durapam mai prite
Kim durapam mayi prite
tatapi vibudarshabha
tathapi vidarshabha
Maye kantamatirananyan
Maye kantamate nanyan
matto vanchanti tattvavet.
matto vanchanti tattvavid. O best of the intelligent demigods, although it is true that nothing is difficult for one to obtain when I am pleased with him, a pure devotee whose mind is exclusively fixed upon me does not ask me for anything but the opportunity to engage in devotional service.
O best of the devatas, although nothing is difficult for one to obtain when I am pleased with him, a pure devotee whose mind is exclusively fixed upon me does not ask for anything except the opportunity to engage in bhakti. So basically, when a devotee comes to me, they generally ask for my direct service. Yes. How unfortunate. You praised me that. You praised with you praised me with that knowledge, but out of foolishness you did not pray for exclusive bhakti. However, serving me in this way is also bhakti, but mixed with karmas. This bhakti is called as karma mishra bhakta. You people are called as karma mishra bhaktas. Generally, when people come to me when they have darshan of me, they should ask for ananya bhakti. Why you people are asking karma mishra bhakti? Like that Lord is saying. Then Lord says, Naveda krupana shreya
न वे- न वेदाकृपणाश्रया
at atmano gunavastu druk
आत्मनो गुणवस्तु द्रे
tasya tanichyato yached. We are not able to hear you,
तस्य
Mataji.
तानिच्यतो यच्चेत्
यदि सोऽपि तथाविदः
यदि सो अपि तथा वेदः
misers, seeing only material objects, do not know the ultimate necessity of the soul. Moreover, if one awards what the fool desires, the giver must also be considered foolish. So here Lord little bit sarcastically saying that misers, seeing only material objects, do not know the ultimate necessity of the soul. You people, I'm standing in front of you. Instead of asking me, you are asking for Swarga. What is this? Moreover, if one awards what the fool desires, the giver must also be considered foolish. If I simply give you Swarga, nothing more than that, I will also remain foolish. Like that Lord is saying. Though you are fools, desiring material benefits, and do not know what is good and bad for you, how can I, in knowledge, give those things to you? A mother does not knowingly give her son poison. One who sees material objects as the goal of life does not know his own good. If one who knows the goal of life gives him those things, he is also a fool. So, in one sense, since devatas are very close devotees of the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Lord using the devatas as an instrument. Of course, you people are service oriented, you are asking for Swarga, but in the future, people should not ask for Swarga because Papa, for people in general, hearing to these prayers, one may say that, hey, what is this? These people gone to Lord Vishnu and they had Lord darshan of Lord Vishnu, they're asking for Swarga. So materially attached. So Lord is actually not scolding the devatas, Lord is actually scolding all of us. So when we approach Lord Vishnu, when we ask for Sarga, we may be asking Sarga for enjoyment. But devatas are asking Sarga for the service. There could be some difference. So one may say that no, devatas also might be asking for enjoyment of Sarga. Okay, enjoyment of Swarga also, but at the same time, they also want to serve the Lord in Swarga. Service aspect is also there. But if somebody approaches Lord Vishnu for the enjoyment of Swarga alone, they are actually definitely called as foolish. For such foolish, the Lord is using Devatas as a plea and scolding. like people who approach the Supreme Lord for material pleasures. So like that, we should take this prayer. So instead of scolding the other people who are coming to Supreme Lord asking for the material pleasures, Lord is directly scolding the devatas who are directly asking for the heaven, because they are Lord's clear close devotees. The Lord can actually scold them, and they also don't mind for that. So like that, we should understand. स्वयं निःश्रेयसं विद्वान्
Vayam nishreyasam vidvan
न व्यक्ति अज्ञाय कर्म हि
na vyakti ajnaya karmahi
न रातिरोगी नोपत्यम्
na ratirogino pathyam
वाञ्छन्तोऽपि विसक्तमा.
vanchantopi bishaktamaha. A pure devotee who is fully accomplished in the science of devotional service will never instruct a foolish person to engage in fruitive activities for material enjoyment, not to speak of helping him in such activities. Such a devotee is like an experienced physician who never encourages a patient to eat food injurious to his health, even if the patient desires it.
So here the Lord gives an example of a doctor. An Ayurveda doctor strictly says, "Oh, you need to follow Patya, otherwise the medicine will not work." Even the person wants to have different kinds of food, doctor says, "No, no, no, you should not. You should follow Patya," because doctor knows if you don't follow Patya, there is no point in taking medicine. It will not work only. So like that. Just as an experienced physician does not give his patient food injurious to his health, even if patient desires it. Similarly, one who knows the highest good will never instruct a foolish person to engage in material enjoyment. So Lord will never allow even somebody approaches Supreme Lord for heavenly happiness. Lord will not give that, because Lord knows this is not good for you, so He will not give you. So like that. He does not teach the path of enjoyment, just as the real doctor does not give unhealthy food to the patient. So like that. Lord is actually specially concerned for all of us. Even though we may approach Lord for material blessings, but Lord does not award us the material blessings just like that, because they are not good for us. So like that. All of you are following? Any questions?
No,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, Guruji.
Ah,
Guruji, I was trying to understand that when we say about Harinam, we say
hmm.
now that if one chants at the level of offensive nama, then one still gets the material wealth. And when one is at the nama bhasa, one gets mukti. And when one is at the pure chanting level, then one gets prema. So when Harinam is not different than Lord. So if one is chanting at the offensive level, still one gets awarded with the wealth. So then why does Lord award wealth at that point of time to the chanter? Because then that they will get more entangled by getting the material things. So I was
No,
just
no, wait.
trying.
We have a couple of verses. Maybe later on it will come. You remember that Chaitanya Charitamrita verse? कृष्ण कहे अमे बजा ए बड़ा मूर्ख अमृत चाड़े विष मागे ए बड़ा मूर्ख अमी विज्ञा विष के बदिना
Hmm.
स्वा चरणामृत दिया विषय बुलाइबा.
Yes.
That is what Lord does. Initially, Lord will fulfill our desires. Otherwise, we'll not go to Him again. We'll lose completely faith upon Him. ये तो देते नहीं, फायदा क्या? It's better to go to some other देव देवता. He gives, साथ ही साथ He will also give His lotus feet. When one get the taste of Lord's lotus feet, then slowly one forgets the material desires and will become attracted to Lord's lotus feet. So
Okay,
Lord
like
awards something just to pacify the desiring conditioned soul.
the same thing happened in case of Dhruva Maharaj also. Na, like he was desiring something, Lord gave him that, but still he removed the desire only to. Then
Ah,
that is
yes.
yeah. Okay, okay. That's it. Thank you.
So till now, in the first few verses, he kind of sarcastically speaks. Actually, Lord is telling all these things for us, taking the devatas as a nimitta. So now Lord is going to offer him a solution. 51 to 55, Lord gives a solution. Magavan yata badram vo
Maghavanyat bhadram vo
dadyanchan nrishi sattamam
Dadhyanjam Rishi Sattamam
vidyavrata tapasaram
Vidyavrata Tapasaram
gatram yachata
Gatram Yachatamachiram. O Maghavan, Indra, all good fortune unto you. I advise you to approach the exalted saint Dadhanja or Dadhici. He has become very accomplished in knowledge, vows, and austerity, and his body is very strong. Go ask him for his body without delay.
O Indra, all good fortune unto you. I advise you to approach the exalted sage Datichi. Without delay, go and ask him for his body, which is strong because of knowledge, vows, and austerities. So Lord is telling her, go to Dadichi and ask for his body. If you will die because of not having material objects, not having swarga for bodily pleasure, for ruling over the swarga, then listen to the method I will teach. Please go to Dadichi Muni and ask for his body, which is formed because of knowledge, vows, and austerities. Dadichi Muni is a person, is a great rishi, full of tapobal, mysticism, everything is there. You please go to him and ask for his body. His body will be solution for all your problems. Why? They should go to Dadichi and ask for his body. How his body will be solution for all their current problems? Tava adigato dadhyan. Someone repeat.
Adhigato Dadhyam
Ashvibhyan brahma nishkalam.
Ashvibhyam Brahma Nishkalam
Yadva ashvashiro nama.
Yadva Ashvashi
Tayor amaratam vyadat.
Tayor Amaratam Yadhat. That saintly Dadhincha, who is also known as Dadhici, personally assimilated the spiritual science and then delivered it to the Ashwini Kumaras. It is said that Dadhincha gave them mantras through the head of a horse. Therefore, the mantras are called Ashvashira. After obtaining the mantras of spiritual science from the Dadhici, the Ashwini Kumaras became Jivan Mukta, liberated even in this life.
Dadichi personally assimilated the spiritual science called Ashvashira and then delivered it to Ashwini Kumaras. The Ashwini Kumaras then became Jivan Muktas, liberated even in this life. So in the previous verse, it is said that Dadichi's body is strong because of his knowledge, vows, and austerities. The next verse talks about his knowledge. What kind of knowledge Dadichi Muni possesses? There is a nice Puranic pastime which is indicated in this particular notes. Two verses explain the great knowledge Dadichi had. The story is well known. This is a Mahabharata story. The story is there in Mahabharata. It talks in great detail in Mahabharata, but here a quick summary. So, hearing that Dadichi was proficient in knowledge of Pravargya and Brahma Vidya, the twin Ashwinis approached him and spoke. Brahma Vidya means the knowledge about Brahman, that means Supreme Brahman, Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Pravargya means we can say na Apavarga, the knowledge about how to attain Apavarga. So Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga, they are called Pravargya. And Brahma Vidya means the knowledge about the absolute truth. So Dadichi Muni is expert in these two things. So twin Ashwini Kumaras approached him for knowledge. So Dadhici told, they said that, "Oh Lord, give us that knowledge." So hearing that, Dadhici replied, "Today I am engaged. Later I will tell you. Now you please go and come back tomorrow." So they left. Ashwini Kumaras left. They said they will come tomorrow. So then after they left, then Indra came and he told Dadhici, "So my dear Dadhici, do not teach this knowledge to Ashwini Kumaras since they are doctors. If you disobey me and teach them, I'll cut off your head. There is no doubt about this." So Indra told, "See, if you teach them Brahma Vidya, there is a chance that they'll go back to God today itself. Then who will take care of the devatas? They are the two important physicians for the entire devata community. If they are not there, how can we continue to rule over the entire universe for the Manvantara period? We need them. They since they are there, we face a war with the asuras. Even when we are injured in that war, we know that our two physicians are there, they'll cure us. If they are not there, what will happen to the entire devata army? Please don't teach them this Brahma Vidya right now. So you can teach them afterwards, but not right now. So if you teach them still, so while you are teaching, before your teaching completes, I'll come and cut off your head. So like that. So Indra's point of view, one way seems to be very cruel, but other way he is looking for, see what can be done. They need to be there. They need to be in that service till the end of the Manvantara period. If they live in between, what will happen? So kindly do not do this. Like that, he told the Richmond. So Indra then departed. Indra told this and departed. When he had gone, the next day morning, Ashwini Kumaras came and spoke to the sage. Hearing what Indra had said, they spoke to the sage. Sage told, "This is what this is. If I teach you, I will die because Indra will come and cut my head." The sages said, the Ashwini Kumara said that we are the physicians of the devatas. We can do something. Before Indra could do something, we will ourselves will cut off your head and replace it with a horse head. So speak that knowledge from the horse mouth. When Indra cuts off that head, we will replace it with your original head. After giving you a donation, Guru Dakshana, we will then leave. They told, they devised the plan. So whatever head Indra will cut off, that will be burned to ashes. So what we will do? We'll first will put a horse head to you. You speak to us that Brahmagyan. Then Indra will cut off that head. That head is burnt to ashes. Then he will again put back your original head. So you will remain. So he knew these are the physicians of devatas they can do. It is not that they are simply boasting, they can actually do. Hearing this, the sage, without fear of doing wrong, spoke to them Pravargya and Brahma Vidya. That is the meaning. Because he spoke this knowledge with that horse head. The whatever knowledge he has spoken, that is also called Ashwashira Jnana or Ayashirsha Sutras. So something like that. That it also has got a special name. So like that. So this was the story. So he did it. So he is such a great person. He is expert in Pravarga knowledge and he also expert in Brahmavidya knowledge. He taught to the Ashwini Kumaras and Ashwini Kumaras got benefit of that.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Ah,
Prabhuji, Ashwini Kumaras are doctors for whom? For the devatas, na?
for the entire Sarga Loka and Bhur Loka.
So then why Indra was not in favor of their doctors getting knowledge? Like,
No, if you get this knowledge, you will go back to Godhead immediately. Then who will treat them?
oh, for that, okay.
हाँ डॉक्टर तो चले जाएगा वो तो उनके मन में वैराग्य भर भर के आएगा वो छोड़ के चले जाएगा सेवा
Okay.
See,
In a way,
they,
like
devatas are like practical people.
ज्यादा ही practicality हो जाती है फिर
ज्यादा
like
practical नहीं it's practical. See, because we don't have any responsibility, we say, yeah, of course, it's not that we don't have any responsibility. Even at our place also, if somebody prematurely leaves home, how people will become terrified.
yeah.
It is quite normal.
Mm. Yeah,
So in
maybe
that way.
most of the time, not for the this person will not think for the benefit of the person who is in case of here Ashwini Kumaras, but they will think for the benefit of their own benefit like that. Like we say
Yeah,
now,
in our case, we may think for our benefit, but in Indra's case, it appears to be for his own benefit, but it is for the benefit because he's the king of the entire universe. He is looking for the greater benefit of the entire universe. So in that way, we have to see.
because generally when we see now Prabhuji, when somebody leaves to become a brahmachari or to completely surrender his life for the devotion, the family objects. So family objects from their point of view, they are also right now, because it is not only for his life, my son's life or my brother's life will be destroyed. It is not like that, but they also feel that means one member of the family will become less and there will be nobody to shoulder the responsibility like that. तो वो स्वार्थ और ये दोनों मिक्स रहता है उसमें. That is how.
Same thing here also. Here, Indra's family, the entire universe in that sense.
Yeah.
Dadyan had understood pure Brahman. Then he gave that knowledge to the Ashwini Kumaras. That knowledge is called Ashwashiras, since it was spoken by the head of a horse. The Ashwinis then achieved the stage of Jivan Muktas. Shruti also says that Ashwasya Shirshna Prayatim Uvacha. He spoke this gift of knowledge to the head of the horse. So, but since Indra had a concern and Ashwini Kumaras also, even though they got knowledge, but they did not give up that position. So they have later on they met Indra. They said, "No, no, my dear sir, don't worry. We are not going. We just wanted knowledge, not to renounce everything, but we are here." So Indra also became happy. Because Dadhici Muni also did not leave his body. Everything is there. So the matter is settled down afterwards. Because they have the ability, so it got settled nicely. So Dadyan Atharvanaspashtre
Dadhyan atharvana swashtre.
Varma Varma Bedhyam Madatmakam
Varma bhedyam madatmakam.
Vishwarupaya Yat Pradat
Vishwarupaya yat pradat.
Svashta Yatvam Madasata.
Tvashtayatvam adastatha. Dadyanja's in, Dadyanja's invincible protective covering, known as the Narayan Kavach, was given to Twashta, who delivered it to his son Vishwarup, from whom you have received it. Because of this Narayan Kavach, Dadhici's body is now very strong. You should therefore beg him for his body.
He told one more thing. Dadhici Muni not only expert in Apavarga knowledge and Brahma Vidya, it is he who had given that Narayana Kavacha to Tvashta, and Tvashta gave to his son Vishwarupa, and Vishwarupa gave it to you, and because of which you became victorious. That Narayana Kavacha also came from Dadhici Muni. So he is not ordinary person like that. The armor is made of me. Lord says that armor is made of me. It is the Narayana Kavacha. So I gave it to Dadhici and Dadhici gave it to Twashta. Twashta gave it to Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa gave it to you, from which you have become strong. By this knowledge, request is strong body. So his body, because he possessed this Narayana Kavacha knowledge, his body is very strong. So his body will help you in all respects. Then the devatas will ask question. Why would he give his body? You told us to go to Dadhici and ask for his body. Why would he give his body? इतना कैसे देंगे वो? Then Lord says, why was Lord told the story of Ashwini Kumaras? He told with a purpose that will be revealed in this verse. Yushmabhyam yachitosvibhyam
Yushmabhyam yachitoshvibhyam
dharmajñongani dasyati
dharmagyongani dasyati
tataster ayudashreshto
tatastairayudha sreshto
विश्वकर्मा विनिर्मितः
विश्वकर्मा विनिर्मिता
येन वृत्राशिरोहस्रा अर्था
येन वृत्रा शिरोहर्ता
मत्तेजा उपब्रह्मिता.
मत्तेजा उपब्रह्मिता. When the Ashwini Kumaras beg for Dadyancha's body on your behalf, he will surely give it because of affection. Do not doubt this, for Dadyancha is very experienced in religious understandings. When Dadyancha awards you his body, Vishwakarma will prepare a thunderbolt from his bones. This thunderbolt will certainly kill Vritrasura because it will be invested with my power.
When the Ashwini Kumaras beg for Dadyancha's body on your behalf, knowing Dharma, I will surely give it. So, my dear Indra, if you go and ask Dadyancha Muni for his body, they will not give. But if Ashwini Kumaras beg on your behalf, he will definitely will give. Because Dadyancha Muni knows. Now he is living because of Ashwini Kumaras. He will definitely follow the request of the Ashwini Kumaras. When Dadyancha awards you this body, his body, Vishwakarma will prepare a thunderbolt from his bones. This thunderbolt will certainly kill Vitrasura because it will be invested with my power. It is from me came that Narayana Kavacha. Narayana Kavacha currently is in the body of Dadhici Muni. And when Dadhici Muni gives up his body for your sake, and you can use that, take that body to our Vishwakarma. Vishwakarma will make a Vajrayuda from that backbone of that body. That Vajrayuda will kill Vritrasura. He will give it to the Ashwanis out of affection since they are his disciples. Or because of going with the Ashwanis, he will also give it to you. By his bones, the best weapon will be made. The best weapon known as Vajrayuda can be made and infested with my power. So this is the solution Lord is giving. But Devatas say that, my dear Lord, but we cannot fight with Utrasura, who has devoured everything. You should kill him personally. Why are you telling us to go to Dadhici Muni, take his body, and then we have to kill him also? All these things. No, you yourself can kill, na, Utrasura. So Lord says, no, don't worry. This Dadhici Muni backbone will be used to manufacture Vajrayuda. That Vajrayuda definitely will kill Utrasura. Don't have any doubt about it. Do it. Just follow it. Like that, Lord is saying. This is the final verse. Tasmin vinihate yuyam
Tasmin vinihate yuyam
तेजोस्त्रायुध संपदा
tejostrayudha sampadaha
भूय प्राप्यता भद्रं वो भूय
bhuyah
हाँ,
prapsyatha bhadram vo
न हिंसन्ति च मत्परान्.
na himsanti cha matparam. When Vritrasura is killed because of my spiritual strength, you will regain your strength, weapons, and wealth. Thus, there will be all good fortune for all of you. Although Vritrasura can destroy all the three worlds, do not fear that he will harm you. He is also a devotee and will never be envious of you.
When Vitrasura is killed, you will regain your strength, weapons, and wealth. Thus, there will be all good fortune for you all. He and his followers will not harm you, my devotees. So Lord says that Uttara and the demons are under his control, cannot harm you, who are my devotees. Uttara desires to give up his body for me, since he is a most exalted devotee. Thus he has no hatred of you, though you have hatred of him. So, though Vritrasura had created the halchal, he had followed all your weapons, but he will not harm you. Because though he has appeared as a great asura, he wanted to give up that body as early as possible. He is looking for someone who can kill him. That is the Uttara's current condition. And second thing, if you go to Dadici and get that Vajrayuda, as long as Vajrayuda is in your hands, no asuras will do any harm to you. And especially Vritrasura might fight with you, might defeat you, but he will not kill you. Kill you or he will not swallow any of your devatas because all devatas are my devotees. And Vritrasura will not harm any one of you personally because Vritrasura is a greater devotee than all of you. Like that, Lord already indicated. Don't worry. Don't have a doubt that Vritrasura is going to swallow all of us. No, no, he will not. He will never do that. Please go and fight with him with complete hope. So like that, Lord gave Ashwasan to devatas to go ahead and fight with Vritrasura. So with these words, Lord will depart for his own abode. So like that. Any questions?
Hare Krishna.
Mataji.
Prabhuji, like generally what we hear of that Indra's weapon is this Vajra. So this is the same Vajra which is made from the Dadhici Muni's bones.
Yes, yes. This is the same Vajra. Ramayana says that this time the Dadhici bones are used to make 3 weapons. So one is the Vajrayuda, second one is Vishnu Chapa, third one is Shiva Chapa. That Shiva Chapa was only used to lift in Mother Sita Swayamvar. And during that time Parshuram brought the Vishnu Chapa. The Vishnu Chapa, Shiva Chapa and Vajrayuda, these 3 were made from Dadhici's bones. Like that, Puranas, Itihasas talk about it.
Okay, so Vishnu, sorry, Shiva Chapa means that Shiva Dhanusha which we talk of like during Swayamvara of Janaki, that is made from Dadhici's bones.
Even the Vishnu Chapa also, which Parshuramji brought it to test Lord Ram.
Okay, but it was so heavy, like Dadhici's made from Dadhici's bones.
Yeah. No, it was not heavy in terms of physical weight. It was heavy in terms of the mystical potency.
Okay.
It is heavy because of the mystical potency. It is not heavy like it is because of the 500 kilo iron rod like that. It is heavy, not like that. It was light only, but it was heavy because of the mystic potency, the potency involved in it that makes it heavy.
Okay.
No one can lift.
And Prabhuji, like this, which we had discussed 2 chapters back about Narayan Kavacha. So this Narayan Kavacha, which was given to Indra, that is a one-time thing. Means it was only used.
Yeah, look. No, one time means see. As long as Guru is there, the disciple will be empowered by that. If Guru himself is not there, how can the disciple get empowered by that? So something like that.
I thought it is like a thing. Once when somebody gets something.
No, it is not a physical thing. No, it is not a physical thing. It is a mantra.
Okay.
So the Guru chants mantra, disciple repeats. As a result of that, he will wear that mantra kavach. Abhi Guru ko maar diya, I will get the mantra kavach.
Because I was thinking that here also Lord is saying that Dadhici Muni is expert in Narayan Kavacha and this thing like because of
Dadhici
that.
Muni, he himself is the teacher, na? He knows how to wear for himself.
Okay. Okay. Like that. And one last thing, Prabhuji, like here how we understand this whole pastime, like means it is whenever the Lord wants his devotees should be ready to give up the body for the purpose of the Lord. It should be understood like that. And whenever the Lord doesn't
It is not that Lord wants, even though whether Lord wants or not, if it is required for the greater benefit of the entire universe, so one should be able to do something selflessly.
Maybe if we see that way, because
if that way only one should do. If Lord himself wants, then obviously one should do. So like that we should understand.
Okay, because when Lord wanted at the time of Samudra Manthana, Lord Shiva, who is the greatest of Vaishnava, he accepted to drink the poison. Because it was
Lord Shiva did not accept it because Lord wanted. Lord Shiva accepted it because it is for the greater benefit of the entire universe and that will please the Lord. Lord did not ask Shiva. Devatas asked.
Lord had not asked. Okay.
Lord did not ask. लॉर्ड पूछने के बाद करेगा तो क्या फायदा? पूछने के पहले करेगा तो that will give more satisfaction to Lord.
Okay. Because I was yes sir.
Many of us At least people like me, even after पूछने के बाद भी नहीं करते. So like that.
Prabhuji don't say like that. Because Prabhuji, I was actually trying to understand this when Sanatan Goswami was trying to give up his body due to some disease. Na, he was feeling bad that Lord embraces him and this is not good first and blood is composing out of my body, so I will give up my body. That time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had told him that this body does not belong to you, so how can you give up on your own? It belongs to me and I want to get things done from through this body, so you should maintain it anyhow, whatever the form it is. Like that, if Lord wants particular person to give up his body for the greater benefit of the entire universe, one should be ready for that. Like that.
Obviously. Now, first of all, whom the 24 elements belong to?
To the Lord,
Our body is made up of
the 5 elements.
five.
And
कहाँ?
24.
You are Bhagavatam student. You are not Bhagavad Gita student.
Sorry. Yes, 24.
So whom the body belongs?
To the Lord, yeah.
हाँ बस हो गया काम खत्म.
Yes. So for someone, Lord may want will want to maintain the body. For someone, he may want to destroy the body. It will be, but ultimately, it will be for the good of the devotee who just follows the order of the Lord.
Yes.
Thank you.
Other devotees, anyone has any question?
No, Prabhuji, thank you.
Okay. You are able to follow the sequence, the storyline.
Yes, Prabhuji, yes.
Okay. So we'll have a quickly small break, then we'll continue with the 10th chapter. Thank you. Hare Krishna, devotees are there. Hare Krishna,
Hare
devotees are
Krishna.
there.
Guruji, Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Guruji. Hare
Hare Krishna. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we'll continue with chapter 10. So 10th chapter describes receiving the bones of the Dadhici Muni, making the thunderbolt, and the victory of the devatas over the demons. So this is a small chapter only we'll discuss today. Some 30 verses. So basically, first 10 verses there is a conversation between Dadhici and devatas. Dadhici also says something. "Hey, you people are coming to me and asking my body, what is this? We never heard of like this. How can you directly go to someone and ask for, so my dear sir, I want your dead body. Please die. How that person will take it? So he will, before giving his body, he will play some words, words of, matlab, he is trying to test the devatas for some time. Sri Badarayani Ruvacha
श्रीबादरायणिरुवाच
Indramevam Samadishya
इन्द्रमेवं समादिश्य
Bhagavan Vishwabhavanaha
भगवान् विश्वभावना
Pashyatam animeshanam
पश्यताम् अनिमेषाणां
Tatraivantar Hari.
तत्रैवान्तर्दधे हरि. Sri Shukadeva Goswami said, after instructing Indra in this way, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari, the cause of the cosmic manifestation, then and there disappeared from the presence of the onlooking demigods.
Here Lord spoke these words and then disappeared. Quite fair. Normal every time it is explained. Then what happened? Then Devatas, what did the Devatas do? They immediately went to Dadhici Muni. Tatabiyanchito devair
तथाभियाञ्चितो देवैर्
rishir atarvano mahan
ऋषिराथर्वणो महान्
modamana uvachedam
मोदमान उवाचेदं
prahasan iva bharata.
रहसन् इव भारत. O King Parikshit, following the Lord's instructions, the demigods approached Dadhici, the son of Atharva. He was very liberal, and when they begged him to give them his body, he at once partially agreed. However, just to hear religious instructions from them, he smiled and jokingly spoke as follows.
O King Parikshit, on being requested by the Devatas liberal Dadhici, the son of Atharva, being pleased, spoke as follows while smiling. So they went to Dadhici and they requested Dadhici, whatever Lord suggested them. Dadhici was speaking with smiling. This is similar to Gita verse. Senayor Ubayor Madhye Prasaniva Bharata, second chapter, 10th verse. Though he was pleased and smiled, there was an indication that he would scold them by refusing the request first. Api Vrundarakayuyam
अपि वृन्दारकायूयं
Na Janita Sharirinam
न जानीत शरीरिणां
Samstayam Yastu Abidroho
संस्थायां यस्त्वम् अविद्रोहो
Dustahas Chetanapaha.
दुस्सहश्चेतनापहा. O elevated demigods, at the time of death, severe unbearable pain takes away the consciousness of all living entities who have accepted material bodies. Don't you know about this pain?
So he's asking that, oh Devatas, do you know that at the time of death there is a severe, unbearable pain which takes away the consciousness of all living entities? So you are asking me to die? You know what kind of pain one person goes through the time of death? In spite of knowing that, you are asking me to go through that pain? So like that, he is asking the devatas. And devatas are saying that we know, but Lord Vishnu himself has asked us to request you. We told Lord Vishnu that who would give their body, but Lord Vishnu told us, you please go and make a request. Dadhici Filippo. That's why we came here. Then Dadhici Muni will say, so what? Jiji Vishunam Jivanam
Jijivishunam jivanam
Atma Preshta Ihepsita
atma preshna ihepsitaham
Ka Ussaheta Tam Datum
ka utsahet tam dhatum
Pikshamanaya Vishnave.
pikshamanaya vishnave. In this material world, every living entity is very much addicted to this material body. Struggling to keep his body forever, everyone tries to protect it by all means, even at the sacrifice of all his possessions. Therefore, who would be prepared to deliver his body to anyone, even if it were demanded by Lord Vishnu?
The body is dear to all jivas. It is to be protected by those desiring to live in this world. Who could tolerate giving this body even to Lord Vishnu if he asks? This body तो सबके लिए प्रिय है. Who can give up their body? Even if Lord Vishnu asks also. This is like a normal, a common human's mentality. Like that is depicting. It is not that he does not want to give. He wants to give, but before giving, he wants to test why devatas are trying to ask my body. Is it really selfless desire? It is a selfish motive driven desire. So in that way is testing. Atma means the body. Who can tolerate giving the body even to Lord Vishnu? Says, how can we give it to Lord Vishnu also? Then devatas will say, Kim Sri Deva Uchuhu
Sri Deva Uchuhu
Kim Nu Tadusya Jan Brahman
Kimnu Tadutsajam Brahman
Pumshan Bhutanu Kampinam
Pumsa Bhutanukampinam
Bhavadvidanam Mahatam
Bhavatvidhanam Mahatam
Punyashlokedya Karmanam.
Punyashlokedya Karmanam. The demigods replied, O exalted Brahmana, pious persons like you, whose activities are praiseworthy, are very kind and affectionate to people in general. Why can't such pious souls give for the benefit of others? They can give everything, including their bodies.
The Devatas said, O Brahmana, for pious persons like you, whose activities are praiseworthy, who are compassionate to all people, what is difficult to give up? The Devatas saying that pious people like you, whose activities are praiseworthy, who are compassionate to the entire universe, what is difficult to give up? What they cannot give up. So like that. तप्यन्ते लोकतापेन साधवो प्रायसो जना परमाराधनम तद्धि पुरुषस्याखिलात्मनः. Generally, well-bred people suffer because of others' suffering. This is most satisfying to the Supreme Lord, the soul of all beings. So Lord Shiva himself is the example. This is from 8th canto, the Samudra Manthan episode. So great souls like you, for the well-being of the entire universe, they take upon their problems. Even if it is required, they can give up their body also. So you are such a compassionate soul, and even we don't need to say about Lord Vishnu's name. Even Lord Vishnu's name without being uttered, that people like you, out of compassion for the well-being of the entire universe, will automatically will give up their body. So like that, they are not give up means if it is required to be given up the body, they will do. Whatever else is required, they will do. Lord Shiva, just like Lord Shiva took the poison. For people, anybody else, if not Lord Shiva, they would die by taking that poison. Since it is Lord Shiva, he could preserve it in the throat only. So like that. So then, the next verse, there are two lines. We can see the devatas are saying something to the sage, and the sage is going to say something to the devatas. It is a dual talk. Nunam swarto paro loko
Nunam swarthaparo loko
naveda parasankatam sankatam
naveda naveda parasankatam
yadi vedanaya cheta
yadi vedanaya cheta
neti naha yadishvaraha.
neti naha yadishvaraha. Those who are too self-interested beg something from others, not knowing of others' pain. But if the beggar knew the difficulty of the giver, he would not ask for anything. Similarly, he who is able to give charity does not know the beggar's difficulty, for otherwise he would not refuse to give the beggar anything he might want as charity.
Selfish people do not know the pain of others. If the requester knew others' pain, he would not ask. And if the donor knew others' pain, he would not refuse to give, since he is capable of giving. So let us see what is the meaning of this. The sage speaks part of the verse. The sage is saying that selfish people do not know the pain of others. Nunam swartha paro loko naveda parashankatam. So selfish people, they simply keep asking. They don't understand how much pain other people are going. Because these are selfish, self-interested. If the requester knew others' pain, he would not ask it. If the requester actually understands what kind of pain this person goes through, the sane man will never ask such kind of thing. But on the other side, the devatas speak the other part of the verse. Selfish people do not know the pain of others. If the donor knew others' pain, he would not refuse to give. So it is from Devata's point of view. Selfish people do not understand the pain of others. That means Dadhici Muni does not understand the pain of the devatas, what the devatas are going through, what the entire universe is going to go through in the very near future. If they understand what kind of difficulties these artha, the distressed people are going through, then the donor would not refuse to give whatever he can give for the well-being of the entire humanity, entire society, entire universe. They will give whatever is required. So this is how the same verse can be taken for the meaning. Yadi vedana yacheta netinaha yadishvara. So if they understand what pain the surrendered soul, the arthas are going through, this person will be ready to do it. Because if he is selfish, he will not understand their pain, so he will not give. So this is like kind of bargaining happening between those two. Those who request and have attachment to the enjoyment of Swarga do not know the suffering they cause to the person by taking his bones from whom they ask. If devatas are really interested in sense gratification of Swarga, so they are not caring for the pain that Gadadichi Muni goes through. So like that we can take. Externally we may take like that. But if they knew from good intelligence as devatas, they would not ask. If at all they understand that Dadichi has to go through a lot of pain, if he has to give up his body, if they are sane, they will never ever ask the bone from Dadichi. Since you do not have intelligence, you are not real devatas, but are equivalent to animals such as tigers. So Dadichi Muni did not say, but one can think of like that. Since you people can't understand what kind of pain I will go through, huh? Because you don't have good sense of intelligence, so you are actually not real devatas. Real devatas are supposed to be the mode of goodness. They should understand what is what. You are all like tigers. You are like animals like tiger. You are simply bunch of animals with a lot of power. That's all. But you don't have good sense of intelligence. So hearing this, the devatas then reply. So Dadichi Muni in a way is comparing the devatas to be tigers, the powerful forest animals. Then the devatas say that the donor who is selfish and attached to the happiness of long life and possession of a body with senses does not know the suffering of the requester caused by attacks of fierce enemy. So here Rudrasura, another Trivikrama. If he knew, if the donor knew, since he should have intelligence and knowledge as a sage, then he would not say, I will not give, since he is capable of giving. Since you lack discrimination, you are not a real sage. Because you are filled with lamentation and illusion, you are equivalent to a cow. You are living like a sadhu, but you are supposed to have good intelligence, but you don't seem to have good intelligence. In front of your eyes, the people are suffering, and you are not doing anything for them. You simply say that you suffer, you deserve to suffer, and you yourself want to be in. If I give up my body, I'll go through a lot of pain. This that that is like you are like a cow because you are filled with lamentation and illusion. So like that. So in that way, they have not spoken in the strong words, but acharyas are kind of taking out the inner meanings. But in a way, they are saying, both of them are saying that, so you're only concerned about you're only concerned about you, like that. So this is only testing. So in a way, Dadici becomes kind of okay. Devatas are not simply asking for their material sense gratification. It is for the greater good of, in a sense, the Devatas are not completely selfish, but they are duty bound. That when he realized from the words of the Devatas, Dadichi immediately gave up his body. So for that, he just to hear from Devatas, he was testing them. So like that, we should understand.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
How cow is related to lamentation and illusion? Because generally we see that cow is considered as a in mode of goodness.
No. Cow is in the mode of goodness among the animals, Sattvic Jiva. But animal itself is a predominant in the mode of ignorance, na? So don't rate, but again, how can you say cow to be animal? This generally, the devatas are said to be in the mode of goodness. Human beings are said to be in the mode of passion. Animals are said to be in the mode of ignorance. But among all the animals in second level, some of the animals are in the mode of goodness, some of the animals are in the mode of passion, some of the animals in the mode of ignorance. So tigers are in the passion, cows are in the goodness, and donkeys are in the ignorance, like that we say. That is second level. First level, ignorance.
Okay. So from that perspective, cow will also be in
Hmm.
lamentation and illusion because
Because the
that's
sage is compared with the cow. Cow is saintly animal. So in that way.
okay. Okay, thank you.
Sri Rushiruvacha
Sri Rishi Ruvacha
Dharmam va shrotu kamena
Dharmam va shrotu kamena
Yuyam me pratyudharata
Yuyam me pratyudaruta
Eshava priyamatmanam
Eshava Priyamatmanam
Tyajantam Santyajamyaham.
Yajantam Santyajamyamam. The great sage Dadhici said, just to hear from you about religious principles, I refuse to offer my body at your request. Now, although my body is extremely dear to me, I must give it up for your better purposes, since I know that it will leave me today or tomorrow.
The sage Dadichi said, just in order to hear from you about religious principles, I first refuse to offer my body. I will give up this body which is living anyway. So just to hear from you the religious principles, I first refuse to offer my body, but I'll give up this body which is living anyway. I have heard about Dharma in your answer to my refusal. Or the words can be sarcastic. I have not ever heard about Dharma, just some fancy words. Anyway, I will state my desire. I'll give up this body which will die in a short time anyway. I will give up the body before it gives me up. I offer it to you. This will be good fortune for me. So like that. So don't worry, I will anyway fulfill your desire by giving me my body. So finally, Dadhici Muni consented to the request of the devatas. यो ध्रुवेनात्मनानाता
यो ध्रुवेणात्मना नाथा
न धर्मं नायश पुमान्
ना धर्मं न यश पुमान्
इहेता भूतदयया
इहेत भूतदाय दयया
सा सोच्या स्थावरैरपि
सशोचः स्थावरैरपि. O demigods, one who has no compassion for humanity in its suffering and does not sacrifice his impermanent body for the higher causes of religious principles or eternal glory is certainly pitied even by the immovable beings.
O lords, one who does not endeavor for dharma and fame through his temporary body by showing compassion to others is pitied even by the immovable beings. So here the sage is saying that, O devatas, one who does not endeavor for dharma and fame through his temporary body by showing compassion to others is pitied even by the immovable beings like the plants and all. That means one should live for the service of the entire universe. Otherwise, even movable beings also pity upon us. What then? What to speak of the movable beings and then animals and other higher living entities? Everyone will pity upon us. So, like that, he says. एतावानव्ययो धर्मः
एतावानव्ययो धर्मः
पुण्यश्लोकैरुपासितः
पुण्यश्लोकैरुपासिता
यो भूतशोकहर्षाभ्याम्
यो भूतशोकहर्षाभ्याम्
आत्मा शोचति रुष्यति.
आत्मा शोचति रुष्यति. If one is unhappy to see the distress of other living beings and happy to see their happiness, these religious principles are appreciated as imperishable by exalted persons who are considered pious and benevolent.
The mind possessing imperishable dharma, which laments others' distress and rejoices at their joy, is praised by pious men. The mind possessing imperishable dharma, which laments others' distress and rejoices at their joy, is praised by pious men. That means, basically, the mind should follow the principles of dharma. So one of the important tenet of the principle of dharma is one should find joy in others' joy, one should find misery in others' misery, or one should see misery in others' misery. That kind of mental state is applauded by one and all. So like that. So now I echo with your pain. I am ready to do whatever is needful. Like that, Dadhici Muni is saying. So this is the final words of Dadhici Muni. अहो दैन्यम् अहो कष्टम्
Aho dainyam aho kashtam
पारक्यै क्षणभङ्गुरै
parakyai kshanabhangurai
यन्नोपकुर्याद् अस्वार्थैर्
yannopakuryad asvarthair
मर्त्यस्वाज्ञातिविग्रहै
martya swadhyati vigrahai. This body, which is eatable by jackals and dogs after death, does not actually do any good for me, the spirit soul. It is usable only for a short time and may perish at any moment. The body and its possessions, its riches and relatives must all be engaged for the benefit of others or else they will be sources of tribulation and misery.
A person who does not assist others by his body, relatives, and wealth, which are perishable, to be eaten by jackals, and not meant for self interest, is in a miserable, difficult situation. So, anyone, whoever in this world, is endowed with at least a few things: one's own body, one's relatives, and one's wealth. Relatives means especially one's family members, and one's wealth, whatever family inheritance or one's own earning is there. If these things are not used for the well-being of one and all in general, and if these things are not used for self-interest, nate vidu swarthagati Vishnu, to go back, come back to Godhead, and such a person is a miserable person, and all these things are simply meant for jackals. The body after death will be eaten by jackals. The bodies of the relatives also will be eaten by jackals, and all one's wealth will be eaten by somebody whose bodies also will be eaten by jackals. So, like that. So, the Supreme Lord has given us this body, given us the friends and relatives in our near vicinity, given us certain kind of wealth and other possessions. When all these things are not used for the well being of the society and for the well being of oneself, all these simply were meant to be eaten by jackals one day. So, like that, he is saying the final words. Basically, whatever we have should be employed for our well being and for the well being of the society around us. Janma sarthaka karo karo paropakar. So, that is the understanding of the Dadhici Muni. He criticizes a person who does not give. Parakyai means to be eaten by jackals. He should assist others by his wealth, by his relatives, and by one's own body. Swajnati vigrahai. So, like that. Swa means whatever one possesses. Jnati means all one's family members, friends, and relatives, whoever at least will listen to him and follow what he says. And then body, one's own body. All these three should be used for one's own self-interest, for one's own spiritual emancipation, and for the well-being of the society around one. So, like this is the ultimate instruction by the Dichamani. Any questions?
No,
Okay.
Sri Badarayani Ruvacha
श्रीबादरायणिरुवाच
Evam Kruta Vivasito
एवं कृतव्यवसितो
Dadyan Atharvanastanum
दद्यङ्गाथर्वणस्तनं
Pare Bhagavati Brahmani
परे भगवती ब्रह्मणि
Atmanam Tanayanjaho.
आत्मानं सनयञ्जः. Sri Shukadev Goswami said, Dadhici Muni, the son of Atharva, thus resolved to give his body to the service of the demigods. He placed himself, the spirit soul, at the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and in this way gave up his gross material body made of 5 elements.
Sukadeva Goswami is saying that Dadichi, the son of Adarva, offered himself to the Lord, gave up his body. Meditating upon the Supreme Lord, the Atma left the body and body fell down. So, like that. Yataksh, Yatakshashu Mano Buddhis,
yatakshashu mano buddhis,
Tattvadrug, Dvasta Bandhana,
tatvadrik dvasta bandhanah,
Astita Paramam Yogam,
asitah paramam yogam,
Nadeham, Bubudegatam.
na deham bubude gatam. Dadhici Muni controlled his senses, life force, mind, and intelligence and became absorbed in trance. Thus, he cut all his material bonds. He could not perceive how his material body became separated from his self.
controlling his senses, life air, mind, and intelligence, and destroying all bondage situated in samadhi. Dadhici, the seer of the truth, was not aware that he had left his body. So basically, Shat Chakra Yoga process, this is being followed. Even Bhishma Dev also followed this process. Dronacharya followed this process. And then who else? Even later on, we'll see. Vritrasura also will follow the same process. They themselves controlling all the body elements. They raise their prana from Mooladhara Chakra to Ajna Chakra, from piercing to Brahmanandra. They give up that body without understanding that they are giving up that body. It is not a forceful death. It is actually voluntary death that they can do. They are endowed with that power. So like that, he left that body. Yoga means being situated in Samadhi platform. Gatam means the body fell away from the soul. The soul left the body. So like that. So meditating upon Lord Vishnu's lotus feet, the Dadhici Muni raised his prana from Mooladhara Chakra to Ajna Chakra, then piercing to Brahmanandra. He came out of the body and body fell off. And devatas will use that body. And the Dadhici Muni might have gone back to Godhead. So like that. Atendro. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, in the city, there are many classes where they teach this Shatta Chakra
Yoga. Chakra yoga.
meditation. So what is the purpose? I don't think it is to realize the Paramatma. So, are they, what is it for peace of mind or something, or to give up their bodies, or what is it they practice for?
No. See, originally they are meant for realizing Paramatma and attaining liberation. But nowadays, especially in the current Kali Yuga, these things have become popular because just to keep our mind and body intact, keeping the body in good health, this pranayama, yoga, Shat Chakra yoga, Kriya yoga, they all become widely popular and famous.
And
Their
the students
actual
talk
goal,
of they talk of Kundalini Jagrut.
everything. See, they talk about all these I-Fi philosophy, but it all depends on how much serious the practitioner is.
So does it give mystic siddhis?
Yeah, if one comes to Samadhi platform, they will get mystic siddhis. Why not? If they are doing this yoga for attaining mystic siddhis, definitely they'll get. But one has to come to all the way up to that point. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi.
Okay.
Like we have na Ado Shraddha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivrutti, Ado Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivrutti, Nishtha, Ruchi, Bhava, Prema, like that. Shat Chakra Yoga also is a systematic process. So coming to Samadhi means Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti platform.
No, because when we speak to those people, they are nowhere practicing like what is described in the Bhagavatam or Gita.
Yes. But something is better than nothing. At least they are doing something. So like that we should be satisfied.
Okay.
Some way they are going to do something Vedic.
So I was wondering if the whole purpose of this practice is to develop certain.
But ultimately, in this current Kali Yuga, it is very difficult to practice Ashtanga Yoga and all these different types of yogas for attaining liberation. That is very difficult. Because yoga itself requires a certain atmosphere, certain mental state, which are not very easy in the Kali Yuga.
Yes. The first two steps only, yam and niyam. These people cannot practice them properly.
Yes. Strict rules and regulations.
Yes.
Our 4 rules and regulations are there, no meeting, no relaxation. These are all like Yama Niyama, only basic Yama Niyama rules.
People find those 4 regulative principles difficult to practice, and they are practicing this Shatta Chakra Yoga. Thank you, Prabhuji.
At least we should be happy that something Vedic they are doing. So from that point of view, we should be happy. Yeah, let them do something now. Slowly they will improve.
Thank you.
Atendro Vajramudyamya
अथेन्द्रो वज्रमुद्यम्य
Nirmitam Vishwakarmana
निर्मितं विश्वकर्मणा
Mune Shakti Bear Ukshipto
मुनेः शक्तिभिर्युक्तो
Bhagavat Tejasanvitaha
भगवत्तेजसान्वितः
Kruto Deva Ganai Sarve
वृतो देवगणैः सर्वैः
Gajendro Pari Ashobhata
गजेन्द्रोपरि अशोभता
Suyamano Muniganai
मुनि मुनिगणैः स्त्रीलोक्ये
Trilokyam Harshayan Iva
त्रैलोक्यं हर्षयन्निव. Thereafter, King Indra very firmly took up the thunderbolt manufactured by Vishwakarma from the bones of Dadhici. Charged with the exalted power of Dadhici Muni and enlightened by the power of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Indra rode on the back of his carrier Airavata, surrounded by all the demigods, while all the great sages offered him praise. Thus he shone very beautifully, pleasing the three worlds as he rode off to kill Vritrasura.
Thereafter, after the fall of the Rishi Muni, Vishwakarma made thunderbolt from the backbone of our Dadhici Muni and charged with the power of Dadhici and endowed with the power of Lord Vishnu, riding on the back of his carrier Airavata, surrounded by the devatas, while all the sages offered him praises. Indra appeared glorious, giving delight to the three worlds. Everyone blessed. Vijay Bhava, Vijay Bhava. Please go and fight with Utrasura and may you attain victorious. And Indra went ahead to fight uh, Utrasura. Vrutam Abhyadravak Chatrum
Vritam abhyadravachatrum
Asura Nikayutapai
asurannikayuthapai
Paryastam Ojasarajan
paryastam ojasarajan
Kruddho Rudra Ivantakam.
kruddho rudra ivantakam. My dear King Parikshit, as Rudra, being very angry at Antaka, Yamaraj, had formally run towards Antaka to kill him, Indra angrily and with great force attacked Vritrasur, who was surrounded by the leaders of the demoniac armies.
O king, as Rudra had formally attacked Yamaraja, Indra angrily and with great force attacked Vritrasura, who was surrounded by the leaders of the demoniac armies. Paryastam means surrounded by. Lord Shiva is capable of killing Yamaraja. Similarly, Indra was capable of killing Vritrasura. Or it can mean just as a lion attacks another lion, so Indra attacked Vritrasura. They fought ferociously. So when it happened, we don't know, but sometime it seems that Shiva had a fight with Yamaraja also. But basically, just like Lord Shiva is much superior to Yamaraj. Yamaraja is called Antaka. He is the death personified for all of us. And Lord Shiva is Antaka of Yamaraja. He is called Antakantaka. Because Yamaraja may kill us in this particular body. But Lord Shiva can destroy the 14 planetary systems at the time of the Pralaya. So he can that time even Yamaraja will be killed by that Pralaya. Same way, now being endowed with that Vajrayuda, Indra is like Lord Shiva, who can create Pralaya. While Urtrasura is like Yamaraj, who can kill everyone by swallowing. So that is a comparison we should see whether really Shiva and Yamaraja fought or not, but the comparison is like that. So Vritrasura is like Yamaraj who can kill everyone, but Lord Shiva, Indra is like Lord Shiva who can actually create pralaya. So with that, because he's holding that Vajrayuda, with that Vajrayuda he is so powerful, so he can do it. He can. So with that understanding, everyone is blessing Indra, saying that Vijay Bhava, Vijay Bhava. So that's how he is going forward. He's marching forward. Tata Suranam Asurai.
Tathasura. Continue, Prabhu.
Rana Paramadharuna.
Rana Paramadharuna.
Tretamuke Narmadayam.
Treta Mukhe Narmadayam.
Abhavat Pratame Yuge.
Abhavat Pratame Yuge. Thereafter, at the end of Satya Yuga and the beginning of Treta Yuga, a fierce battle took place between the demigods and the demons on the bank of Narmada.
So this verse talks about the time at when this battle took place between Vritrasura and Indra. At the beginning of the Treta Yuga, in the first Yuga cycle of Vaivashvata Manvantara, a fierce battle took place between the devatas and the demons on the bank of the Narmada river. So currently we are going through in the Vaivashvata Manvantara period, and this Yuga will last for 71 Chaturyugas, out of which 27 are complete, 28 is running. In the 20th we are in Kali Yuga. Just like we are in 20th cycle, like that during the first cycle, at the end of Satya Yuga and at the beginning of Treta Yuga, the battle between Vritrasura and Indra took place. So it was very old battle. It is not a recent battle. So like that. We have to understand in that way. The battle took place at the beginning of Treta Yuga, in the first cycle of the 4 yugas of Vaivashvata Manvantara. Treta Mukhe Abhavat Pratame Yuge. Abhavat means during the current Manvantara. Pratame Yuga means during the first Chaturyuga, where Treta Mukhe at the beginning of the Treta Yuga. This battle took place. This is the time. Then the details of the battle are mentioned in the next verses. Who are all the people are fighting in this battle and what kind of fight is going on. So we'll read only translations for the next verses all the way up to 28. Only the battle things are mentioned. So someone please read the translation for 17, 18.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, just one small thing I wanted to ask. This cycle, Yuga cycles we are counting now. So this is the 51st year of the Brahma's life. So in 51st the day, first day of the Brahma, like first Yuga cycle, that time, that Sandhya of Satyuga and Treta Yuga, that time is first time. Like correct now?
Yes,
what
yes.
I have
Vaivashvata Manvantara began at the beginning of Satya Yuga. So just once Satya Yuga passed, when the Treta Yuga is about to start, that time this battle took place. That means during the Satya Yuga, the remaining events which we were discussing till now, all those things might have happened in one sense. The Vishwarupa thing and all happened during that Satya Yuga time period.
Okay. Okay, project 15 and 16. Now, my dear King Parikshit, as Rudra being very angry at Antaka, Yamaraja, at 17th, 18th, I'm supposed to read Prabhuji.
Yes.
O King, when all the asuras came onto the battlefield headed by Vritrasura, they saw King Indra carrying the thunderbolt and surrounded by the Rudras, Vasus, Adityas, Ashwini Kumaras, Pitas, Vahinas, Marutas, Rigus, Sadhyas, and Vishwadevas. Surrounded by his company, Indra shone so brightly that his effulgence was intolerable to the demons.
Yeah. So Indra was accompanied by all these different category of devatas to fight with asuras. Generally, this word is being circulated many times. 33 koti devatas. Some people say 33 crore devatas, some people say 33 devatas only. The 8 Vasus, 11 Rudras, 12 Adityas, and 2 Ashwinis. They are only devatas and remaining are all only assistants. Like that, different people come with different things. So at one point of time, I was trying to see what exactly. So there are many devatas. How many we don't know, 3 crores or 3.3 crores or 33 million, whatever it is. But among all those devatas are divided into 33 categories. So who are all those categories? So we have one category called Rudras, one category Vasus, one category Adityas, Ashwinis, Pitrus, Vahinis, Maruts, Rubus, Sadhyas, Vishwadevas, Gandharvas, Kinnaras, Kimpurushas, Siddhacharana, Vidyadharas. Like that, these are all different categories of devatas. If you count them all, they come up to 33 categories. So among the entire community of devatas, we have 33 principal categories. Like that also we can understand. Not the 12 Adityas, 11, 8 Vasus and 11 Rudras and 2 Ashwinis. Only these 4 are the principal devatas, remaining all are not like that. These are also important. Pitrus also, Vahinis also, Marus also, Rubus also, Sadhyas also, Kinnaras, Kimpurushas, Vishwadevas. All these are also important devatas. So like this, there are total 33 categories if you count them. Recently in one of the chapters, I think I have put all those names, most of them. About 27 I got. Still 6 more are remaining. So here this name comes. Here Rubus, Vahanis, then one extra comes here. This also I should add in that list. So like this. So we have different category of devata. They are all following after Indra to fight with Rudrasura and Asuras. So next, how fight went on? Someone can read this translation.
Many hundreds and thousands of just one minute. Many hundreds and thousands of demons, demi-demons, yakshas, rakshasas, and others, headed by Sumali and Mali, resisted the armies of King Indra, which even death personified cannot easily overcome. Among the demons were Namuchi, Shambara, Anarva, Dvimudra, Rishabha, Asura, Hayagriva, Shankushira, Viprachitti, Ayomukha, Puloma, Vrishaparva, Praheti, Heti, and Utkala. Roaring tumultuously and fearlessly like lions, these invincible demons, all dressed in golden ornaments, gave pain to the demigods with weapons like clubs,
So here you see all the different asuras, the powerful asuras and the
legends, arrows, barbed darts,
we are not able to hear you. Okay. So these are all different asuras and their weapons are all being mentioned. All the power, like in the Bhagavad Gita also we see, na, Duryodhana says, who are the warriors on my side, who are the warriors on the Pandava side, is kind of weighting their power strength. Same way we can see here. So during this battle, the demons are defeated by Indra and they are Vitasura also dead. Here two people are there, Sumali and Mali. These are brothers. And they had a sister. I don't remember her name. Some name is there. And they told their sister, you go and approach a sage and act as an attractive person in front of him and he will marry you eventually. He will bore children through you and your children will be our leaders and then we will gain heaven. So their sister went and showed her attractive features in front of Vishrava Muni. There was a great sage known as Vishrava. So Vishrava became attracted to her and he got married and eventually they gave birth to 4 children. Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Vibhishana and Surpanaka. And Sumali and Mali told Ravana, Kumbhakarna, hey, sab heaven belongs to us. So Indra cheatedly stolen away everything from us. So you please do the needful. So Kumbhakarna and Ravana waged war against Indra and they got Sarga. So like that. The entire Ramayana began from Sumali and Mali because of these two people. These two people instigated their sister to sage Vishrava and marry him and become a powerful son who can do for something for the Asuras. So like that. Yeah. Someone please read the next two verses. 23.
armed with the lances, tridents, axes, swords, and other weapons like Shatagnis and Bhushandis. The demons attacked from different directions and scattered all the chiefs of the demigod army.
Some more weapons of the asuras are described. Shatagni is a weapon 4 asas in length with iron spikes. Bhushandi is a weapon with prominently arranged iron spikes. These are all different weapons which you can see in the Ramayana Mahabharata serials. All the different variety of weapon they are using. Yeah, please read the next verse. Translation.
As the stars in the sky cannot be seen when covered by dense clouds, the demigods, being completely covered by networks of arrows, falling upon them one after another, could not be seen.
Yeah, the asuras are throwing so many arrows. So arrows seems to be covering all the devatas. The devatas are not. The devatas became disappeared because just like in the rainy season when there are full clouds, we can't see anything above. We can't see sun and anything. All of us are covered by the clouds, but from the sun's point of view. Like that, from the universe point of view, all the devatas are covered by the arrows thrown by the asuras. The arrows fell so that one arrow had followed exactly the next to the feathered end of the previous arrow. There are so many arrows, so many arrows. There is no gap between the two subsequent arrows. So it seems that the entire sky is filled with so many arrows. Though the arrows covered the devatas like clouds covering the stars, the arrows could not touch the devatas, just as the clouds could not touch the stars. From our point of view, when the rainy season, the clouds are there everywhere, we can't see the stars behind us. The arrows are only covering our vision of stars, but clouds are only covering our vision of stars, but clouds can never touch the stars because stars are at far distance. Same way, so intermittently the arrows are covering the entire sky within which the devatas are there, but the arrows could not touch the devatas because currently Indra is standing in front of the devatas and Indra is endowed with the Vajrayuda, which has that Narayana Kavach power. So no arrow can go further and pierce the asuras. So that is the power they have. So like that. Yeah. Please someone read this translation.
The showers of various weapons and arrows released to kill the soldiers of the demigods did not reach them because the demigods, acting quickly, cut the weapons into thousands of pieces in the sky.
Because the devatas are having Indra in front of them and they have a lot of confidence and they also shoot arrows which cut off Asura's arrows immediately. As their weapons decreased, the demons began showering mountain peaks, trees, and stones upon the Devata soldiers. But the Devatas cut them to pieces in the sky as before. So then the Asuras are trying to use the mystic illusions. They are trying to throw mountains, this, that, everything. But Devatas cut them into pieces. Because now they are highly confident. Lord Vishnu's potency is there with them in the form of Vajrayuda. They are completely confident. They are never disturbed by Asuras' attacks. When the soldiers of Vritrasura saw that the soldiers of King Indra were quite well, uninjured at all by their volley of weapons, not harmed by trees, stones, and mountain peaks, the demons became afraid. First of all, the demons threw arrows, Devatas cut them off. Next, the demons threw different variety of illusory tricks, the stones, the and all. The Devatas did not wage behind and then they cut off everything. They dismantled the entire illusion. The Devatas are still intact. No one got injured. So Asuras became afraid. Then what happened? Just as rough words pronounced by low person are futile against saintly persons, all the efforts of the demons against the Devatas under the protection of Lord Krishna were futile. When a devotee completely surrendered to Supreme Lord, whatever the materialist people say against them, none of the things will work because the devotee is completely in bliss, experiencing Krishna Prema, and outside people may spread rumors or criticize, do one thing, he is indifferent to all those things. Such kind of curses will not act upon him. So like that. Ushati or Ushataya, harsh speech, expressing misfortune, such as saying again and again to the Vaishnavas, you should die immediately. People might say that you people are simply waste of time, you should die immediately. Somebody might say. Ruksha means abusive speech, such as, ha, what a low person you are. People might say to us, but their words will not act upon us. I act upon the devotees. Because the devotees are under the shelter of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Mahatmanastu Mam Partha Daivim Prakriti Mashita. Bhajanti Mananya Manaso. Jnatva Bodhati Maviyam. So the devotees are under the supreme shelter of Lord Yogamaya, and they are not touched by the any curses or any insults of the people of this material world. So like that. Same way, though asuras are throwing so many weapons, they could not harm the devatas. So like that. So unable to see this, that devatas are not being harmed anyway. The demons, since they were not devotees of the Lord, saw that their endeavors were fruitless. Their pride in fighting gone, their prowess dissipated. They left their leader even in the very beginning of the fight and made up their minds to flee. So all the asuras are worried. See, all our weapons are gone. Now devatas can throw their weapons. Obviously, their weapons will harm us. So for their own safety, for their own protection, they wanted to flee away from the battlefield. And they began to flee away also. As they were fleeing away, Urutrasura will shout at them in order to stop them, that they should not flee away. So that is indicated in the next verses. Seeing the strength of his army broken and seeing the demons and their followers fleeing out of intense fear, intelligent, brave Rutra, smiling, then spoke these words. As the devatas, as the asuras were flying away, as going away, fleeing away from the battlefield, Utrasura trying to stop them, he is going to speak good sense of words. Let us see what he is saying. Kalopapannam ruchiran manasvinam
Kalopapam
Yeah, please carry on.
Ruchiram Manasvinam
jagadavacham purusha pravira
Jagadavacham Purusha Praviraha
ye viprachitte namuche puloman
He Viprachitte Namuche Puloman
maya narvan chambarame shrunudvam.
Maya Navacham Parameshram. According to this, his position and the time of and circumstances, Rudrasura, the hero among heroes, spoke words that were much to be appreciated by thoughtful men. He called off the heroes of the demons, O Viprachitti, O Namuchi, O Puloma, O Maya, Anarva, and Shambara. Please hear me and do not flee.
O Vritasura, the hero among the heroes, spoke pleasing words, pleasing wise words suitable to the time. O Viprachitti, O Namuchi, O Pulama, O Maya, O Anarva, and Sambara, please hear me. What? Jatasya mrityu rudruva eva sarvata
Jatasya mrityu dhruva eva sarvata
pratikriya yasya na cheha klipta
pratikriya yasya na cheha klipta
loko yashaschata tato yadiyamum
loko yashaschata tato yadihyamam
ko nama mrityum na vrinita yuktam.
ko nama mrityum na vrinita yuktam. Dhritarashtra said, all living entities who have taken birth in this material world must die. Surely no one in this world has found any means to be saved from death. Even Providence has not provided a means to escape it. Under the circumstances, death being inevitable, if one can gain promotion to the higher planetary systems and be always celebrated here by dying a suitable death, what man will not accept such a accept such a glorious death?
So Anyway, death is going to come. Die for a good cause. Na? Why like that is feeling. For those who have taken birth, death for which no remedy has been created in this world is certain. If one were to attain Swarga and fame, who would not accept such a death? So he's telling that, I mean, it's same thing. So if you die in the battlefield, you will become a permanent resident of Swarga only. By anyway, you want to become the resident of Swarga by defeating devatas. Even if you die in the battlefield, as a reason for dying in the battle, you will become the resident of Swarga. Die, na? That is a glorious death than fleeing away for this body. Like that is telling. If there will be fame and Swarga after death, it is this death is proper. This kind of death is proper death. Why you are fleeing away from the fear of death? So like that, he is scolding at the asuras. Then he says, Gau, Gau sammatau iha mrityu durapau
Dvau sammatav iham mrityu durapau
yad brahma sandaranaya jitashu
yad brahma sandharanaya jitasu
kalevaram yogarato vijayat
kalevaram yogarato vijayad
yadagranirvirashaye nivrittaha.
yad agranirvirashaye nivrittaha. There are two ways to meet a glorious death, and both are very rare. One is to die after performing mystic yoga, especially bhakti yoga, by which one can control the mind and living force and die absorbed in thought of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The second is to die on the battlefield, leading the army and never showing one's back. These two kinds of death are recommended in the Shastra as glorious.
There are two approved ways to die, and both are very rare. One is to give up the body by engaging in yoga, just like Dadhici Muni left his body, with the control of the life airs, concentrating on Brahman, and eventually attain Sayajamukti. The other way is to die on the battlefield, leading the army and never showing one's back. So these two kind of deaths are glorified in this world. First way, if you die by following Chakra Yoga, you will attain liberation. Second way, if you die never showing one's back to the enemy in the battlefield, one will attain Swarga. Veera Shaye means on the battlefield. Anivritta means facing the enemy. So basically, if you people are neither dying for attaining liberation nor dying for going to Swarga, then what is the use of living in this world? Anyway, one day, those who are born, anyway, one day they are going to die. Die for the good thing that will be glorious as well as that will award some worthy result. So like that, Vrutrasura is trying to inspire the asuras who are trying to flee away for their life to stand, stay back and fight the devatas till death. Because anyway, Vrutrasura want to die. He is ready to die. He is in the death mode. Death mood. So like that. So this is how in this chapter it is being spoken. In the next chapter, Vrutrasura also tells the devatas, you devatas, these people are fleeing away, you are still throwing arrows upon them. What is this? When the person is fleeing away, you should not throw arrows. What is this? You are so much self-interested. Like that, he will then Vrutrasura will start fighting with Indra. The fight goes on for long, long, long. At one point of time, Indra becomes disappointed because his weapons are not working upon him. And then Vrutrasura again inspires Indra. Oh, no, no, you thrown so many other weapons, but why you did not throw the Vajrayudha? You throw Vajrayudha, definitely you will be able to kill me. After death, definitely I'll become the servant of the Supreme Lord in the spiritual world. That is my cherished desire. Then he offers four prayers, wonderful prayers. So all these things we will discuss in one of the future classes. So for today, we'll stop here with this 33rd verse. This is the last verse of this chapter. So any questions before concluding?
Prabhuji, demons called Hayagriva and Rishabha.
They are also demons only. They are not devatas. People can have Ayagriva name also. That Hamigriva, Rushabha, they are all demons name.
Okay.
In their family
Hare
also they are named like that.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay.
No
So
problem.
we'll stop here for today. So thank you very much for joining.